Alright, back again, Luke here. And as you can see in front of you, today we've got out the old Virtual Boy, and I figured we could take a look at what's been done to it. As you guys can see here, this is a VGA cable, and this is something that I just wound up getting in here a little while back, maybe about a month ago. I sent out my original Virtual Boy here to get a modification done by Furtek, and what Furtek was able to do is create dual monitor outputs here, VGA monitor outputs, with toggle switches here that can change the color of the screen. This is a mod that only he is able to perform here. It's quite amazing, and it does cost, you know, a little bit of money, I'm not gonna lie. You're looking at a few $100 here, as well as using your own equipment, but the quality is amazing and the system is fantastic. The way it works here is what he was able to do is he basically took the image from the left eye and from the right eye, so you can choose either one. The images are slightly different, and on top of that you can change the colors of it. He's made it so that it'll fit full screen, and it looks, I mean, just amazing. The output of it is, I mean, if they were to create a Virtual Boy console, this is what it would look like on a monitor. So this is something here that I wanted to share with you guys and kind of show you how it works. The way that it's modified here is it takes basically just a regular NES between 9 to 12 volt input, and you can use it with the external power. There's external power under here, or you can use it with the original power one here. Now, the original power pack that goes into the back of the controller, this still functions, as well as the lenses. You can still play the game by itself without using this output. And the other kind of nice thing is that while this is going, you can still see the image through here too, so it outputs both. But enough of my rambling here. I figure I'll get this thing started up and show you guys how it works or what it looks like, but it really is quite an amazing setup here, and that's why I wanted to share it with you guys. We'll go ahead and set the old camera up, and the only thing we have to do is just apply power to the system, and it should pop up here. Take just a second. The standard resolution that this plays in is, I think it's 31, it'll play in 31 kilohertz, but the overall image isn't stretched beyond belief. It looks really, really nice. It fits everything perfectly. Like I mentioned before, this thing has two options. You can play it through the left eye or the right eye. Right now we're just using the left eye, and we'll hit the old start button. You can see the Virtual Boy. Now, it doesn't play in 3D, obviously. There are some 3D aspects to the game, but you're not going to get like a 3D image here. And the other thing about the system is it still plays the audio through the system, or if you have a splitter, you can kind of splice the jack into a regular monitor that has a VGA input as well as audio input to it. So we'll just turn this off. Right now I have Wario in here, Wario Land, so go ahead and start this up. Go ahead and maybe adjust this a little bit more. The image is probably going to come out a little bit brighter through the camera than it is in person. Let's see if we can kind of raise this up a little bit more. Maybe it'll come out a little bit clearer. But as you can see, I mean, the image just looks great. Now, the cool part about this is, like I mentioned before, we can change the color just at the touch of a toggle switch. So here we've got our green, we've got blue, yellow, this is kind of our teal, purple, white, and then we've got our kind of bright white here going on in the background. But it allows you to choose different colors. You can play in different patterns, whatever way you like. But it just looks fantastic, and it's so much easier to play, aside from using the original lenses here. Like if you get tired of one particular color, you can always switch it up and play it in a different color, which is nice. I find that some of these lighter colors make it really easy to see things, whereas the blue is probably the most difficult to see, at least the background, as well as the bright white. But let's go ahead and let's do some gameplay on this, just to show you guys everything in action. As you can see, it's pretty much the same way as I told you. The same image just blown up here. And depending on the monitor, I've noticed that some monitors really will kind of display everything central. I'm using a Dell monitor here, and it has an auto adjust, and it'll kind of center everything. Some of the other monitors that I've used before would only kind of show partially on the right side, so you'd have to do it manually in order to adjust it. But yeah, just to show you guys here a little bit of this thing here, it is a really, really cool setup. And this is one of those kind of things that you can't rush along. I mean, it does take some time to get it done, but the quality of work that goes into this is just amazing. It's just fantastic. I know that he had mentioned that he does do a few of these a year. It's not something that he does on a regular basis, but he does do a few of them like on a yearly kind of thing. Wow. And luckily I was able to kind of get in touch with him and have him make this up here for me. And yeah, I mean, it's just awesome. I know that you can still play a lot of this stuff online. You can do a lot of downloads for this. You can use the emulator for it. And definitely it's a lot, well, it's basically free, right? But something like this is just, I don't know, it's just kind of neat to have. I think it's more of like just the I don't know, uniqueness about the system here. So you can bring it basically with you anywhere and just have a fully working machine. Keeping in mind that they only made like a dozen games for this thing, so there's not a whole lot that you can play on it. But for the few games that are available that are really, really good, I mean, like this one, Jack Brothers is another good one. This really makes it, I mean, really worth it, in my opinion. Well, let's go ahead and let's try and change up the color here. Just to show you guys a little bit of some variation in between it. Just so you guys can see what's going on. But really neat little setup. And like I mentioned, it's something that you can still use it same way as it was factory. You don't have to worry about that. And actually, I can probably show you guys here. Let me kind of move this around. As you guys can see through here. So the lenses are still working perfectly fine. Obviously, those are not going to change color, but this one will. So depending on your preference or whatnot, if you like the kind of standard black and white colored screen, or if you like the original red and black or whatnot, yeah, you can do it all here. But not so much of a gameplay type thing here. Just wanted to show you guys what this looks like in action. Go ahead and flip this one on. This one's quite difficult to use. We'll go with the old standard one here. But as I'd mentioned before, it's not something that can be done really quickly. I mean, it does take time, and yeah, Furtek, I mean, great guy. He does some amazing work. He's got a lot of stuff that he's working on at one time, so I was really glad that he was able to get this thing done here. But just a kind of neat little, I don't know, gimmicky kind of system. It's not going to be something that's for everyone, but for those of you guys out there who may be interested in this, I mean, depending on the back order or the backlog that he may have, may take longer, or he may not be able to do it. It really depends, but let's see here. Alright, let's go up to the next floor here. And let's switch out another color here. We'll use green. Do a bit of some green here. Ah, that was crazy. I should have known he was going to turn back around. But as you guys can see for yourself, I mean, it is pretty neat looking. I don't think I've tried to fight this one yet. See where he comes. Where's he coming? But just really cool to be able to play this kind of game here without looking through those red lamps there. Ah, that was kind of cheap. And being able to play in, like, you know, different colors here, for sure. There we go. I'll go ahead and change up the color again here. Like I said, blue is probably the most difficult here to see, but but nonetheless, just want to share with you guys a little bit of a look at what the VGA Virtual Boy here looks like. And it is a really neat little system. Something kind of cool to play in your home without having to worry about the strain of the red lights kind of burning your retinas. But yeah, that's about all for me for right now. Like always, I'll put up another video here soon, so thanks for watching. Ooh, that was close. No, I missed it. Alright. Oh well. Haha. Yeah, that's good enough. But yeah, if you guys stuck on this long, then great. But just want to make another video here for you guys and show off some kind of neat stuff. Whee! Let's see. Will we get lucky with this one, or no? Way, alright. Woohoo! Alright, let's just end it there. Once is enough. So, let's see here. Go ahead and change up the last one, just for fun. Go ahead and try out one more stage here. Whee! Whoa! What in the heck is that? That thing's not gonna die. Oh no! Can't destroy that. Alrighty. Ah, shoot. I can't. No! I need the watermelon. Okay. Well, that's about good enough for here, guys. So, we'll see you again soon. Whoa!